Pro Football Network just released their top 50 big board, so we're going to take a look at it. If you don't already know, well, I released my top 300. Oh, big board. So go check that out. What's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo. Just in case you did not know, so go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you enjoy the content. And as always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. We're going to go ahead, have a good time with this. This is Pro Football Network. I think this is basically a combination of a few guys coming together and helping out with this big board. As it's listed by Oliver Hodgkinson. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce that too bad, but I know like Ian Cummins had a hand in this, so let's go ahead and check this out, man. I put it up on Twitter if y'all want to go check it out. I retweeted it if y'all want to go take a look, because I love looking at other people's big boards, man, because like sometimes like it makes me think, if I see a prospect that I'm like, oh, I'm not too high on that guy, but these guys are, wonder why. It makes me want to go back and look at him again. Maybe it's something I've missed, or maybe I just don't like the prospect. Like, you should always question. Like, if it's like, oh, that's dumb. Why? How can they have a guy like that high? And you go back and look. Go back and watch the guy. See what they were seeing that maybe you didn't. But I like doing that. So let's go ahead and get this sucker started. Oh, yeah. So it was, yeah. See, they mentioned Ian Cummins helped out with this. So they got a spicy number one being Kyle Hamilton. I know some people really like Kyle Hamilton. They have him as their number one, which that's cool, man. I'm fine with that. That's A-okay. I think if you're doing this just based off their talent without taking into consideration positional value, then it makes sense. For me, quarterback's always going to reign supreme. And then I would look edge, I'd look corner. I think those, or tackle, I think those three positions, even wide receiver, like safety's, it's a bit under there. It's close. But, I don't know if I'd say, like, if you're not even if you're not considering positional, value, do I put him over Steenley? Do I put him over Thibodeaux? I think that's very interesting. I do like Kyle Hamilton a ton, dude. The guy is a playmaker, and he wants to be. That's the thing, man. Every play, this guy wants to like come up with the big play. I like him a ton. Then they got Kayvon Thibodeaux. Dude's wonderful. We've been knowing this guy was going to be a top 5, top 3 prospect for the 2023 draft for the last couple of seasons. Derek Steenley, another guy. He's a monster ever since he stepped foot. No, that's not true. But after that freshman season at LSU, man, we knew he was going to be a top prospect as well. I currently got him ahead of Thibodeaux. So I'm going to be interested. I'm going to assume they're not, maybe they don't trust the quarterbacks, or maybe they're not taking into account positional value. Either or, I'm kind of curious where the first quarterback will turn up. Let's keep going. Marvin Lill, I love this cat a ton. I love Marvin Lill a lot. I actually have him above Thibodeaux in my top 300. They're like 1A, 1B to me, because I list him as a D lineman because I really think he can stay on the outside if he wants to. Kyrie Elam, yeah, I like Elam a lot too. He's my number 2 corner in the class, so makes sense. Kenyan Green, see, I'll be willing to get for this one. I'd be willing to give benefit of the doubt if they didn't list him at guard. Like, if you saw him as a tackle, I know he hasn't played tackle since high school. He's playing tackle this year for the Aggies. Then I'd be like, yes. If you think he's a tackle, then yeah, totally, I get it, warranted. But see him as a guard prospect, man. I don't know about that. I'm kind of curious. I don't think they say anything else about it. Yeah, they just talk about him. Okay, they talk about the transition a little bit to tackle. So, yeah, no, man. I think, I don't know. For me, it's so hard to put a guard in the top 10 just because, again, positional value. Drake Jackson. Dang, dude. Then they got Evan Neal here. Drake Jackson, I admittedly had him initially. I was going to peg him as like one of my top 10 prospect, but I just couldn't get past. And really it took Alex from the Hail Mary podcast to help me with this. I couldn't get past that while his high-end reps are darn freaking near elite, he just takes too many plays off. It seems there may not be enough gas in the tank. Like, I need to see more consistency from him. So I like Drake Jackson a lot, though. Them high-end reps, they get you salivated. Evan Neal's wonderful, so yeah, it totally makes sense. Andrew Booth, another great prospect there at Clemson. So yeah, I don't know what more to say about him, man. He's got great mirroring. He's got a great skill set to where he can mirror any receiver, very fluid hips. Dude's good. Here we go. First quarterback at 10, Spencer Rattler. I'm shocked. I like Rattler a lot, dude. I think he's got special arm talent. Yeah, and I thought he was a lot more consistent down the stretch. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What, last year was his first year as the starting quarterback, correct? So yeah, I got him at number 1. I'm a sucker, I guess, for positional value. Garrett Wilson, I actually like this. Let's do both these. Garrett Wilson, and they got him just above Olave. I totally agree right now. Like, it's a real close race. For me, Wilson kind of edges out Olave. Both are great wide receiver prospects. Let's see. Then they got, oh my gosh, they got Treylon Burks. Literally, these are my top 3 wide receivers. And I gave Garrett Wilson, I put a little respect on his name. I put him like 5 spots ahead of Olave and Burks. But because I got Burks and Olave back to back. I actually like that a lot. I think those 3 receivers definitely are very close. Drake London's close to me too. I just want to see him play more on the outside. But yeah, man. Oh, I love those guys. Kem Ikwanu. Dude's fantastic, man. Dude loves to bury guys in the run game. Bruce Feldman. He says this is the Mekhi Becton of the interior class. I love it. This feels a bit high. I don't know. Where do I have him? I think I got him at like 30 or something. Or maybe like 28. So it's a bit more rich for me, but dude's fantastic. George Karlaftis, that's a bit high for me for him. I think I get it. Yeah, he was hurt last year, but doesn't got great length, doesn't got great bend. Might be an interior guy at the next level. I think his game translates well. The guy he's stupid strong. He can set the edge. If he comes out and he's as disruptive as he was his freshman season, okay, then we're talking again. Like, okay, watch out. But till then, they are way higher on Rasheed Walker than I am. I don't dislike Rasheed Walker. It's just the dude was consistently not good against top competition. That's the thing. He's got the tools. He just has yet to take that next step in development. So it's like I'm just sitting here waiting. Maybe he takes it this year and I end up moving him up. But I feel like this is more of a projection at this point than an actual production, because I don't think he's shown it in those bigger games. Ahmad Gardner, I love Ahmad Gardner. They got Trent McDuffie here too. So they're pretty oh wow, okay, Brandon Joseph. Dude, his name's going around now, man. People are starting to put a little respect on Brandon Joseph's name. Dude's the most rangy safety in this class. Easy. But Ahmad Gardner's great. McDuffie's great. Ahmad Gardner's probably more your ideal press man corner, while McDuffie is your zone heavy scheme type of corner. So I get why they're maybe like back to back. But those, I think those, they already had Kaiir Elam, correct? Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people have a consensus on the top 5 corners in this class. So yeah. Well, okay, they list Jordan Battle right here too. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're absolutely head over heels for Kyle Hamilton, so it makes sense. And safety position, it's one that's just not drafted highly in the draft. I think that changes this year. I think there's like 4 guys that could potentially go in the first round. Like throw Jalen Catalan out of Arkansas on this list. I'm telling you, that dude's cracked. Sam Howell, we finally see the next quarterback. I get it. A lot of people aren't going to be that impressed with this year's quarterback class. But for me, Spencer Rattler and Sam Howell, definitely top 10 worthy candidates. Let's actually read here real quick. See if they might have why he's this low. There's generally no consensus on the quarterback class amongst the scouts and analysts at this point in the draft process. Of course, the college football season stretches out in front of us to help shape that opinion. Right now, Sam Howell is the second-ranked quarterback on our big board. He's a shorter, stockier quarterback who plays the game with a competitive toughness and a strong arm. Howell's comparison to Baker Mayfield, however, lazy maybe, aren't going away anytime soon. I don't disagree. That's funny. Tyler Linderbaum. I love Linderbaum. I'm going to be higher on Linderbaum probably than anyone else. The guy, literally, I'm a sucker for undersized interior linemen on the offensive line, especially if they're stupid athletic, because I love athletes. I love guys that are stupid athletic, and Linderbaum is that. So I can't help it. There's Drake London. There you go. I don't disagree too much with their big board. Like, there's places here and there, like I think Kenyan Green's way too high, and I think I think the quarterback class, at some point you gotta be like, okay, well, quarterback value does mean something, like Sam Howell. You may list him at 21, but realistically, he's probably a top 10 talent just because of quarterback value alone, even if you're not that high on him. So, interesting. Let's keep going. Christian Harris. I got Harris at 25, so no disagreement with it here. Demarion Overshown. I actually talked with Ian Cummins a few days ago about this because I forgot who. I think it was SCU Productions up on my Twitter was talking about, why do you like Overshown? I'm like, he's long and he's fast. It's kind of my niche. That's my fetish when it comes to linebackers. I can't help it. But Overshown's, he is good, dude. Apparently he put on some weight too. I think he's a guy to watch out. He showed that he's got some legit ball skills too. So I'm a big fan. I can't help it. But yeah, basically me and Ian were just kind of fanboying over Overshown. I'm curious to see what this second part of the list looks like. I'm just going to say this. Hopefully they don't mind. I'm probably going to jack that for my thumbnail. All right, here we go. Number 26, Jalen Wademire. They got a tight end. I don't think there's a first-round tight end in this class. Wademire, because, he's good. It's just there's no explosiveness to his game. He does well to create windows for his quarterbacks. He does well after the catch. Dude's a very physical guy. So, I get it. Isaiah Spiller is their first running back? I get it. This dude, his game translates to the NFL. But there's no receiving upside. At least with the Najee Harris, there was a receiving upside. I say at least. Najee Harris was a wonderful running back prospect. But Isaiah Spiller, man, I think this is way too high. I like Spiller. He's my number 2 running back, but this is just way too high. Sean Ryan, they're actually higher than me on Sean Ryan than I am. And no lie, I stinking love Sean Ryan, dude. I love him. Dude literally almost shut out Kayvon Thibodeaux on 25 pass rushing snaps. Allowed only 1 pressure to Thibodeaux. Then he shut out Drake Jackson. if he comes and rinse and repeats this season, yo, watch out. Malik Willis here at 29. Not surprising that they're this low on him, just considering where the other quarterbacks kind of lined up on their big board. So I'm kind of expecting maybe Slovis or Strong. Maybe we see the next quarterback in the 40 to. Well, I guess we don't go past 50. Maybe we not. I think we might see one more quarterback on this big board. Just considering how they have their where they're valued these quarterbacks. I'll be surprised if we see more than one, but maybe I'll be surprised. There's Breece Hall. Breece Hall is wonderful. I'm surprised they don't have him ahead of Spiller. I think a lot of people think there's a debate there. I don't really think there is. Hall, they don't use him a lot in the passing game, but I think he's got passing game potential. The dude's doesn't play behind, or he doesn't run behind the best offensive line there at Iowa State. Oftentimes he's hit in the backfield. The guy has had to create nothing or something from nothing. Myjah Sanders is about the same spot I have. Myjah Sanders, dude's got crazy get off and crazy length. He just needs to learn how to utilize those arms a little bit better. Charles Cross, I kind of succumb to Alex from the Hail Mary podcast, because again, that's my offensive line guy. If I'm unsure about a guy, I kind of go to him because he played the position and I just trust his evaluations with it. But still, I don't have Cross this high just because the production hasn't happened yet. He had one banger game against Alabama, then he was real up and down the whole year. You kind of worry about his anchor. Granted, he was often asked to go one-on-one with the best of the SEC. It's kind of unfair. Maybe he comes out and he does that a lot better, but I think I got him at 52 or 51 on my current big board. I got Zion Nelson ahead of him, dude. I'm a sucker for Zion Nelson. I think they're very similar prospects. The difference is just the consistency and production. Jalil Billingsley, if y'all haven't checked him out yet, don't worry. It's a short watch, but he is fantastic as a receiver. Needs to he's young enough to where he can put some muscle on that frame, put some bulk, but he is wonderful. Wow, they're really low on Kingsley and Nagbear. I get it. He's super raw, but I think the tools are there. Carson Strong, I might be wrong, man. I think they're higher on Strong than I am. Maybe another quarterback does sneak into here, but yeah, I think they're much higher because yeah, I think they're much higher. For a lot of people, this is kind of the Joe Burrow, the Zach Wilson of this class, that a lot of people are pegging him to have this monumental rise. Which, I mean, if you watched him play last year, yeah, I get it. I understand. What else we got going on here? We got Zach Harrison. I feel like every big board I look at, I'm just higher on him than everyone else, which leads me to believe I might be a bit too high on him, because I get a lot of his stuff, his tools, his athletic ability. He's still pretty raw, reliable. Really, he's a one pass rush move rusher. So, Perion Winfrey, he's wonderful. 7 Banks. Oh, hold up. 7 Banks. Tyreek Smith, yo, respect. I'm not seeing Tyreek Smith on a lot of people's big boards. He should be there. I think he's like the Brandon Graham of this class. I forgot when I made that comp, but when that thought came to my head and I said it out loud, and I was like, oh my, because it had been in a video, and I was like, that is a great comp. Oh man. But 7 Banks alongside defensive ends. Ohio State has a reputation producing corners. Yes. 7 Banks is the next one off the Columbus conveyor belt. He has the size, speed, fluidity. Furthermore, he plays the game with physicality. Still, he needs to work on the mental aspect of the game, or the position this season, to challenge the top order. Yeah, he's got a lot to do when it comes to the mental part of the game. That Alabama game was really bad. Really bad. Targeted 11 times, 11 receptions, 130-some yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 to Smith. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And then he allowed one to Najee Harris. I get it. I know Najee is pretty good receiving back, but come on, dude. Plus, it's so weird. I don't know what's with his how he runs, his running technique or what it is. This guy just, it's weird how he runs. Like it looks like he's jogging. It doesn't look like he's giving a lot of effort, but he's moving fast. It's real weird. Go watch some Seven Banks. Like especially him and his closing speed, because it's like, oh, he's fast, but why does it look like he's jogging? Tyler Davis. I get Tyler Davis here. He lacks the length. He lacks the desired, height, size, but very, very powerful, good explosiveness. He needs to come out and have a similar year as his freshman season, because again, lack of length there on the interior, it's kind of going to be worrisome. I get it though. Matt Corral. Oh, Hail Mary podcast would be happy about this one. I get it. Matt Corral, dude, just needs to be a better decision maker. I mean, he had 10 picks between the Arkansas and LSU game, so woof, woof, woof. But I think he's got the arm talent. Devin Lloyd, I like this too. Devin Lloyd. Now, he's not my type of sexy, but typically I'm also, I like safeties at linebacker, so can I say? But Devin Lloyd, he holds up well in the run game. He can actually stack offensive linemen. He plays really well around the line of scrimmage, and I like that he's explosive enough. He has enough short area burst to get out to the flats quick. Like he's a linebacker that's may never be like a top 10, top 5 linebacker in the league, but he's gonna be one that will constantly probably make Pro Bowls, will consistently just be good. He's kind of a centerpiece to the defense. I don't want to say he's not going to be top 10. I don't feel like that's fair. I think because he's good, he's really good. He's just not like an uber athlete. Aiden Hutchinson, for the most part, I kind of agree with Aiden Hutchinson. This is a good spot for him. The dude has a game that's very translatable. Edge setter, controls the line of scrimmage, stupid powerful. He's a guy you could have on the field for all 3 downs. Romeo Dubs, dude, you got to know, man. Carson Strong's going to be having a very strong season. Romeo Dubs is going to be looking fantastic. All right, so I just got a sneak peek look at 45 here. All right, let me tell y'all this. I do not like CJ Furdell. I'm confused. I got an undrafted grade on him. I think he may be a fringe day 3 guy. He is literally kind of this low center of gravity Haas type of back. Great explosiveness, but he has no vision. He goes straight into the back of his offensive lineman consistently. Like a lot of times his not depth of contact, but his first contact was typically around the line of scrimmage because he's slamming into his offensive lineman, man. I get it. A lot of people like that, his explosiveness, but yeah, let's see what they have to say about him. Is it a name that you'll hear often associated with the top runbacks in the class? Because I don't think it is. Maybe it's because of the disappointing and disrupted season. Whatever the reason, there are multiple ones as to why he appears on our top 50 NFL big board. Please. The epitome of an angry runner, Furdell thrives on physicality. He thrives on physicality because he's in the back of his offensive lineman. He'll comfortably lower the shoulder, lower the shoulder to initiate contact and emerge victorious. I don't know about this one, guys. Nick Benito, they're pretty low on, but I get it. I think he's very scheme dependent. I've been saying that in all my videos because it's kind of the truth for me. Taiki Smith, best slot corner in this draft right now. I love the move to Georgia too. Jarrett Patterson. Everyone's a little higher on Jarrett Patterson than I am. That's interesting. He's good. He's good. I just kind of worry about his play strength. But I like him in pass protection. This is just a little higher. I think I maybe have him 12 spots lower. Cade Auden out of Washington. Hold the freaking phone. All right, where was they had Wademire on here, right? They had him at 26. For me, Auden is like a less physical Wademire. I wouldn't have him nearly this high. Let's see what they say about him. Oh, look, and we got, I like this, Jalen Tolbert at 50. But let's look at this real quick. Although he features as tight end 3 in our top 3 big board, Auden might be the best all-around tight end in the class. He's as physical as they come as a blocker for the more... I don't think he's as physical as Wademire, though. But I do get it. He does play a more physical brand. He flashes impressive technique as a blocker, something lacking from most tight ends. He also boasts an impressive pair of hands, excellent route running, but no explosiveness to the game. But, yeah, dude, I like Tolbert being here, though. I like that a lot, man. It just sucks that he plays for South Alabama. Like, this guy consistently sees the most inaccurate footballs, and it's not going to change this year. Like, he's going to have probably one of the most off-target catches like he did last season, because he's got Jake Bentley back there at quarterback, so it probably needs a Senior Bowl, though, to really move up boards. Let's see some honorable mention. Oh, they got a lot. Wow, they didn't list Adam Anderson? Ooh, that's interesting. David Bell, Kenan Slovis, Mechie. Was it Lucius Smith? I haven't checked him out at Virginia Tech. I've heard good things about him, though. Zion Johnson, Owen Papo, Justin Ross, Abraham Lucas, Desmond Ritter, Jordan Davis, Isaiah Likely, Travius Hodges Tomlinson, Kel Wright, Josh Jobe, Anderson Nelson. Y'all know how I feel about him. Haskell Garrett, Kyron Williams, Ventrell Miller, man, I feel like is a 4th round, 5th round lock. He's Troy Dye with less length. Alec Lindstrom, Josh Wiley, man. Man, that's a name that actually Alex from Hail Mary podcast put me on. Darian Kinyard, Daxton Hill, Jackson Kirkland. Wow, yeah, they did. And they list him as a guard. Oh my gosh. Dang it, dude. I hate that because Alex was like, oh, I'm gonna list him as a guard. And I'm like, dude, he's a tackle. Calm down. This is another cat I need to check out. Deslin Alexandre? I don't know. Interesting name, though. I need to check him out. But that's it for the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I have a ton of fun checking these out. But yeah, check their big board out for yourselves. Be a nice, fun read. But until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.